We're testing again Phantom Dancer, and in this match the main difference is that we are on a scenario where we can abuse range more, because it's like Vayne, it's like Aphelios, Darius and Mel, so we do need the move speed. On top of that, we have to play max range most of the time. So there are gonna be several instances where Phantom Dancer comes into play and helps us out to guide everything, you know. And here we're trying to play aggressive against a Vayne. I don't try to overpush the wave, but sometimes it doesn't work as well to not crash it right away. Regardless, I'm trying to zone her out as much as possible from minions. This is the play they should make every single time against somebody that has less range than you. You are either killing them early by just punishing the overstepping, or you just zone them out from minions, which is a win-win scenario. Now, we need to be very careful with different ganks or different instances where they might try to counterplay or might try to use dive us. So we need to pay a lot of attention to that. One of the reasons why I do that is that I bug them out a lot or try to play aggressive, because if they commit on us, they are not gonna be as healthy as what I would be. So if they were trying to fight, like here for example, it does not matter that I commit. They have flies, they have heal, and I still go on, you know. And look at this Milo, bro, the guy doesn't know. So I do Severum auto attack into Severum Q, into Gravity Q, into Calibrum Q, and then I have full stack Conqueror. Brother, I wish the Lee Sin tried something, bro. I wish he tried something, brother, man, because that coward just walks away. Regardless, you need to address instantly. As soon as Lee Sin left, you need to notice. Is my wave pushing to me? Is the wave pushing to them? What do I do? Because you cannot lose time here. So since I know the wave is pushing to me, or at very least it's not gonna crash right away, like you can see here, then I can just recall and get item advantage. Now I don't play perfectly this match. I end up dying 4 times, sorry. Regardless, I carry this match. I play like a madman and I pressure even more my weapon rotation and my kiting, you know. Big mistake here. Huge mistake here. What is the huge mistake? I use Infernum Q trying to push the wave as fast as possible would end up making me lose DPS on the Lee Sin. If I had used auto attack there, auto attack with Infernum into Infernum Q, into auto attack with Gravitum, into following up with Gravitum Q, that guy is dead. He's 14 HP away from dying. So what do? I use auto attack with Infernum Q, you see. But because I have to commit for that type of angle and secure a kill that way, I end up dying. First mistake, like I was too greedy with a wave. I did not even need to clear that wave, you know. But it is what it is. Mistake, just don't Inferno Q the wave, you don't really need it. Then again, like every other match, what I always keep saying is that you need to focus and you need to play around Drakes. What I mean with that is that even in these spots where we have some advantage, I'm not trying to go crazy and just look for a fight every single time, you know. Like if they overstep, I punish. If they don't overstep, then I try to take plates without risking anything, without risking even having a scenario where I could die. I crash waves, and if my Wukong finally listens to me and tries to force the Drake, then I'm gonna go help him. I'm gonna go help him, get my Bloodline stack. I see that the wave is bouncing back to me. It's a cannon wave, so I'm not gonna worry about anything at all. Actually, crashing in the middle, so it's not bouncing back, it's just there, and I don't lose anything. And I'm trying to look for a play here. I know that I'm fighting Vayne. These parts of the games are very important, because here is usually where you wanna take a decision, right? The boy group is up, so I either go to the boy group and play that, or I go bottom and make sure that Vayne doesn't outscale me, it doesn't outscale anybody. So I took my bet there. In retrospective, I think maybe I should have went for the boy groups and make sure that we get it, and I can play that out instead of trying to go for Vayne. But we are gonna try that in another match. Okay, for now we're just gonna roll with what we did. Like I stay here, so Infernum Alta, Infernum Q into Calibrum Ultimate, into she using barrier. I crash next wave. I keep playing this. Maybe she overstays or she stays because she thinks I can bait this out. And brother, probably you're right, but she did respect us in such a bad way, because she might be thinking too that okay, Bill is gonna save me. But brother man, you know, like if you know that she has been pushed under the tower every single time, for like the past 3 minutes. So there is no way that he will have a ward here. So you know that you don't have a ward. What do? You wait to the bush. Out of the Infernum Q. Does not matter, she goes invisible. Infernum Q still chases. And she dies. Free kill, and I just commit my ghost for that. Ghost is gonna be in 3 minutes 20 seconds, I believe. 25 seconds, because we have Cosmic Insight. So it's a very good call. It's a very good trade. Now I'm going for Phantom Dancer second again. And this is a spot where I see Lee Sin coming bowling. I think I kind of fumbled because I should have just walked in right away like that. Instead of going to the left, instead of going downwards, just chase him, you know, you chase him. Regardless, so far the first point of the game of this specific match is fighting aggressive, making sure that you build that lead. But the way that we build it is not necessarily getting those kills, it's just sunning them out from the wave, and with that, we make sure that they lose CS and I get my CS. So only can win with that if your enemy team is respecting you, if you are not losing CS. Now then again, I disrespect them because I'm thinking, there is no way they're gonna catch me, right? Like I just flash away, but they catch me because Mel has the power TP. So there is another win condition here. There is another scenario that changes when you go past this minute, right? When you go past 10 minutes, I believe it is. They get TP, they come with power TP. You cannot be on the same screen they are. If you are in the same screen they are gonna chase you down with a percentage move speed from the TP, and you're not gonna be able to walk away unless you have to commit ghost, unless you have to commit flash. And even if you commit flash and you don't have that much move speed, you're still not getting away from them. So that's the second thing. Now, when we are in this spot that we are losing, we have half the kills that they have. Our main win condition is not just trying to get random kills, it's fight or fights, you know? Make sure that we know when we're fighting and how we're fighting, because you might look to this spot. I know I don't have the damage to kill this guy. I know if the only way that I can kill him is if I commit all my stuff. On top of that, he doesn't have flash. Also, there are another two people next to them, Mel and Lee Sin. And if Mel jumps to me, or Lee Sin jumps to me and then engages to me, I'm gonna die. So that's why I don't take that fight, right? Like, you need to address the scenario. It's not just seeing a kill and taking the kill. It's seeing a kill, thinking how you're gonna take that kill, how you're gonna play after that kill, and what is gonna happen when you are taking that kill. And because I address all those points there, and I think that it's not worth it to try to coin flip a kill on Millia. I need to be safe. I need to be safe first. That's what I mean. You need to play for yourself. You're playing 1v9. Nobody's gonna kill you. You are either carrying your team or you are losing. That's how this game works, okay? So if you die, you are carrying nobody. Never a good idea to try yourself. Sometimes it can work out, but it's just a coin flip. Now that we know that there are 4 people there, Tres just jumps in queue. As you can tell too, we are not hard committing until we see the keys that are gonna be able to allow us to walk into that, which is Lee Sin Q and Mel root. That happens, no Mel shield even, I just keep walking up. I should have walked up faster too, I think. I would have been able to land more damage there. Still, I do an insane amount of damage because Exoptics will max range and just auto attack. That item is crazy, brother man. Regardless, we keep farming and then we recall instantly. Now we have Phantom Dancer. That Darius starts to make mistakes. I'm trying to play around that. When I go back from base to lanes, I think, where is the place that I should be? If I can punish Darius, I go punish Darius. Then again, it's not an easy match, okay? So to be brief with this match, now that we have gotten some lead because we have 5 kills, we need to play for objectives, like I said before. I know Herald is not that big of an objective, but still you want to play it, still you want to take everything that you can take. Like, if you can take Herald, you can take mid tower, you go and take it. There is no reason not to do it if you are not gonna die afterwards. That Wukong does a great engage, but I'd rather not follow like a madman because I need to wait for them to overcommit. Look at this Mel damage. Liblan with full HP, bomba. 1E, 1Q, 1 ultimate. She's gone. That can happen to me. That can happen to me way easier. So I need to be very careful. Then again, Severin Q, Tabis. I'm playing move speed rune shard too, by the way. Now all those things allow me to play this out. This kind of pisses me off a lot because I see this fight, I flash out, he slows me. And brother, he could have died. He could have died, Garen wanted to play with me there. Brother had flash, got ignite. It is whatever. I'm thinking I misclick one time. Look. Right there. I should have no walk up. I should have walk away and use the max distance to kite. Because I get up. Like, look at that straight breaker. Bro, that gets my toe, bro. That gets my toe. Why not ult them easily on 1529? Question. Let me see. 1529 ult. Here. I was thinking on ulting them. Wait, 1529 here, right? Here. I mean, I don't see a point on trying to ult them right there, because Infernum doesn't do that much damage, right? Infernum doesn't do that much damage at all. The teamfight is already won. If I hit that, like, what is gonna happen? I'm just gonna get my ultimate on cooldown. So I try to send my ultimate to a spot where they are slow. They are in a position where they cannot dodge it unless they are flashing it, or getting into a worse position, which in this case will be running to LeBlanc. Because this brother isn't gonna dodge my ultimate, since he's next to a wall and he's casting his ability. I see him casting her ability, I know she cannot dodge it, right? Unless he's going flash. On the other hand, if I cast it here, I think I might be able to hit it. But what if Lee Sin just dodges, right? Look at this. Okay, so I ult here. I ult right now. What happens? Lee Sin runs into trash, right? Lee Sin runs into trash. Who am I hitting? Am I hitting 3 people or am I hitting only Lee Sin? I'm casting it right now, it's going on, and then it hits. So you see what I mean? It's not good. I like casting Infernum ultimate. I think it does a lot of damage. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's better to use every other ultimate, and if you land it, well, sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work. And in this specific case, when they are clamped together, but I don't have a guarantee that they are gonna get hit, then it's just not worth it, bro. Because they are in a spot where they have 2 options. First option, run away. Second option, die. You know, if they run away, what do? I chase them, I get them. If they do the second option, they stay there and I fight them and then they kill and I kill them. So none of those 2 options, I need to cast my ultimate. I know I don't really need the ultimate cooldown, but if I don't need to waste resources, I don't do it. I don't go for the coin flips, you know? Because sometimes, not this time, but sometimes when you are playing and you are just using everything that you have just for the fun of it, what is gonna end up happening is that you're gonna end up being on a bad spot. For example, this flash is not even worth it, right? Like me trying to walk up more and do more auto attacks, not worth it. Misclick. Small stuff, small clicks, small instances where I don't need to use ultimate, I don't need to use anything. Maybe here, maybe I could have killed, bro, if I had ultimate, if I did not even had to use ultimate on the last team fight, and I'm fighting this with ultimate on 10 seconds, imagine if I do Crescendum auto attack into Crescendum ultimate, into ultimate animation cancel on the Darius. Probably this raccoon dies, you know, because he's very close to dying. Probably this raccoon dies, or maybe I can use Vayne ultimate and survive there, and Garen actually helps. Like there are a lot, or maybe I just kill this smell faster without even committing my position, you know? There are several things I could have done better if I just did not use that ultimate, if I actually had in a better spot, you know? So that's how it is, bro. That's just how it is. Now next here, what we are seeing in this spot is that we're chasing people and they are making random mistakes. But we need to be very awake to make sure to punish them, you know? When we are in this spot mid-game and we are starting to split, they are starting to look for Drake, set up stuff, we need to pay attention to our team and we need to pay attention to the minimap a lot. Because if we don't pay attention to the minimap, we are just not gonna be able to punish these kills. And here I can just keep jumping, keep auto-attacking, because I know that they are gonna chase me down. And if they chase me down, well, I'm just gonna kite them out. Like here again, right? Like that is trying to flank. Like, should I be scared? I should not be scared. I just auto-attack Gravitum Q and I start auto-attacking max range. I will let him pull me, and when he pulls me, the only thing that he can do is die. I only play on a situation where they can CC me, but the CC translates into nothing. And then I just keep auto-attacking max range. Why Hex Optics? Why Conqueror? Why Phantom Dancer? Just because of this, bro, you know? Like, look at that damage. Item max range, out attack, ultimate, out attack, out attack. Calibrum Q. Pretty easy, bro. Just bunch of out attacks there. Out attack, out attack. And it's basically just gliding, you know, just gliding on them. We get Baron. And then we're in a troubled scenario. Another mistake, another raccoon theme before the game's over. The Sendum Q, for some reason, Garen is trying to flank. God knows why. I'm trying to get this as fast as possible, but this gets in range to smite, so we don't get it on time. I should have tried to rush it more. Then I'm just focusing the Darius. One kill. Not bad at all. So we're in a moment where we just need to farm. As you can tell here, we just farm, we just wait. And here is waiting for them to make a mistake again. Because they get the advantage. After that kill, they get some advantage, tempo on the map. But they mess up trying to flank for a second time. And now we have the control of the game. And because we can control the game, you know what you do when you are in advantage. You set up drakes. You work around drakes and you try to play around that kind of things all the time. Infernum Calibrum, and this is very important because you need to pay attention to your Crescent turret. Look at that Crescent turret about to disappear and look at Listen trying to flank. You position yourself in a way that looks like you're going for Listen, but in reality you're just looking for that meteor. Out attack, out attack. And Infernum does so much damage. Half the HP of Vayne, full HP of Million. I flash because I don't want to get flipped, right? If that Listen flashes, pulls me into Mel survives 2.5 more seconds, she gets another Q, she gets a root, she presses ultimate, I'm the one disappearing. Do we want to deal with that scenario? We never want to deal with that scenario. Now again, kiting the Darius, max range, out attack, he flashes, out attack, Calibrum ultimate, Calibrum out attack, Calibrum Q, swap weapons, Infernum into Graviton Q. Very easy. Use a bunch of kiting, use a bunch of positioning, and we come back to get our Infinity Age, to get our Mortal Reminder, and with that we have more damage. My brother died randomly trying to fake check the Baron, but like I said before, the name of the game is kite. So what do? We kite, bro. And then Graviton Q, Infernal auto attack, brother is gone. Now Mel is walking up a lot. She has no barrier, and they, bro, I don't know, bro, they ping me danger, bro, that pisses me off so much, you know, they pinging me danger like that killed me, bro. I'm me afraid, bro, afraid of what, bro, afraid of you? Afraid of who, brother, man? Dude, I have Phantom Dancer, I have Magical Footwork, I have 425 move speed with Severum Q. This raccoon is nothing to me, dude. And then we chase him down because she overextends. And we get a free Baron. Wish we could have killed the Darius there, but not Rage Hook. It's all good. With Baron we can just pretty much walk forward. And now Mel is tilted, clearly, that's why she's doing that. Garen is just broken. And we can play front to back, making sure that we are not hard committing to end the game, but getting a step by step on how to end the game, okay? So first of all, we build advantage, not necessarily through kills, but through CS, but through HP advantage that later on translates into kills. Second, even if our team is dropping the ball, we are planning how we're gonna play team fights and how we're gonna fight every type of champion that is on the opposite, so that way we have a plan for every scenario. And third, once we reach our power spike, we don't have to play afraid of anything. If they walk up to us, as long as we're kiting like humans, we're gonna beat them. For example, here, I tried to do the Infernum ult, doesn't work out. My bad, I reacted to a slow auto attack into Infernum Q, into the product disappearing, into hiding behind the Wukong, so that way the Listen Q doesn't hit me, and then look at those auto attacks. I auto attack Emilio one time, okay? One time. Auto attack, brother is gone. He just disappears. It is what it is, Graviton Q. Sorry, Graviton auto attacks. And they don't even want to get out of the base, bro. Like, it's over. They just got tilted. They were winning, now they're losing. And it's a free game. Free game. I did actually KD 15 to 42k damage, 41% of the total damage on my team. So that's pretty crazy. You will play it. In conclusion, one, build it. through CS or HP advantage that translates later on into drakes or kills. Second, keep that lead by playing those teamfights mindfully of what kills you and what doesn't. And third, once you get your power spike, like 4 items, 5 items, and you have your move speed and your tools to guide them out, run them down, bro. Don't be afraid. Just run them down. Kite like a madman. Just 1v9, brother, man. Just 1v9.